This is Eagle Owl, and today I'll be talking about Brandon Graham. He is confident going into the Super Bowl. I personally love it. Also, DeVonta Smith. I said this in the past video, but I got the numbers. He is an X factor against the Chiefs. And lastly, we're going to go ahead and talk about Jalen Carter, how he earned his respect. But let's get straight into it. All right. Of course, before we hop straight into it, got to shout out today's sponsor, BetUS. Use promo code U2150. Get 150% boost on your first deposit. And on your next two deposits, 125% boost. Again, use promo code U2150. And you could do this up to $2,000. But let's get into these quick hits, man. First and foremost, we got to say congratulations to our guy, Saquon Barkley. He is officially engaged. He asked his fiance to marry him. Really, really happy for him. And you guys know me. I always say this when I see like the DeVonta Smiths or the AJ Browns or even Jalen Hurts with his wife and stuff. I'm a big family guy, so I'm happy. I'm really, really happy for Saquon Barkley and his fiance, who we've been with for a really long time. I think since college, if not high school. I could be wrong, but again, congratulations to them. Another quick hit, Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly, what do he have to do with the Philadelphia Eagles? He is officially the offensive coordinators for the Raiders. I don't know to say congratulations or I don't know what to say. But he's back in the NFL. And guess what? He get to play the Philadelphia Eagles. So he haven't returned to the link since 2015, 2014. I don't know. It's been a long time. So he will be coming as a visitor. And I will say this: one of the best decisions Jeffrey Lurie ever made in his career was firing Chip Kelly and putting Howard Roseman, back in place. Imagine if we kept Chip Kelly because he was winning games, maybe getting us to the playoffs, probably almost every year, but we always like a first round or second round exit. Yeah, it would have been somewhat successful, but I don't think we would have ever got over that hump with Chip Kelly because I never looked at him as a leader of men. I always said this about Chip Kelly. He's smart. He know how to get the offense going, and he's really innovative. Hell, look at the Ohio State offense. Really look at the offense. It was really, really good. But if you look at his head coaching, especially in the NFL, his head coaching resume, even in college, it wasn't that great. It was okay, but everybody had the same no complaint. He runs this type of weird ship that a lot of players don't like, and especially at the NFL level, these are grown men. Like they ain't trying to listen to no Chip Kelly, bro. Like this guy thought any and everybody could fit in his system, so he was never a player personnel guy. Like you traded LaShawn McCoy and Deshaun Jackson, your best players, because you thought you could get anybody that could fit in your system or just work. And no, it didn't work like that. Again, smart guy, know how to come up with plays. I think this was a really good hire for the Raiders, but being a head coach, no, he literally almost destroyed the Philadelphia Eagles. But Eagles did Eagles things. We got the Peterson, got things rolling, get a Super Bowl. Now in the future, got Jalen Hurts, get to a Super Bowl. Now we back at a Super Bowl again. So again, I think Jeffrey Lurie, one of the biggest decisions he made and the best decision was firing Chip Kelly. While a lot of outsiders didn't see the point, people that really watch the Eagles and study the Eagles knew like this is just not going to work long term at all. At all. Right. So last but not least, last quick hit is the Eagles finally made it to New Orleans. They had a party, a send-off party with the fans. I thought it was pretty cool. Gilly was there, Jalen Hurts was there, Brandon Graham was there, Slay. It was a couple guys there, and I thought it was pretty cool that they do this. I think they did it in 2022. They had the party thing. They did it this year. But again, man, I'm happy they arrived safely, especially what's been going on with the planes. They there. And, hopefully they come back with the Lombardi. Hopefully they come back with the Lombardi. Speaking of the party, let's talk about Brandon Graham. He spoke to the crowd. He said, be ready to have a party on Broad Street. And let me go ahead and play this clip.
1 week away. Right here at this time, the Birds will be getting ready to play in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs. So let's take a look. The Eagle has landed. That's right. The Birds touched down here in New Orleans a couple hours ago. Jalen Hurts, a little defiant, wearing the Jalen Two Shoes shirt, covering up the cleats that the NFL won't let him wear. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni, the first Eagles coach to lead his team to a second Super Bowl appearance. Brandon Graham and all the Birds are getting off the plane here in New Orleans, and they will have media night tomorrow night. The Eagles say they have unfinished business. Here's Brandon Graham and Jordan Mailata at the send-off party at the Link, hoping to be back in just over a week for a parade.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! It's my first time doing this, man, and this is electric. I can just feel the electricity, feel the love, feel the support. We got one more game. You got to help us bring it home.
We about to go down here. We about to go try to get this win, and we going to come back and bring that trophy. Get ready for this party on Broad Street, baby. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
I love it. I love the confidence. Some people in the comments were like, oh, why would he say that? Nah, be confident. Be confident. Come back to Philadelphia with that Lombardi. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a good game. We don't have the same defense. I rewatched the Super Bowl, and to be fair to DeVonta Maddox, I want to go in, but I think before the Super Bowl, like he was in the walking boot, so he wasn't even 100% in the Super Bowl, and the Chiefs, especially the second half, took full advantage of that. Man, oh man, they abused DeVonta Maddox. They got James Bradbury. And when you replace those guys with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, it's going to be hard to abuse those guys like that. Then at points, T.J. Edwards and Kaiser White look lost. I don't think that happens with Zach Bonnet over in Burks. And then last but definitely not least, we got Vic Fangio versus Jonathan Gannon, which Vic Fangio loves the Philadelphia Eagles, wants to stay in Philadelphia, and his mind is in Philadelphia. So a complete turnaround with the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's just a different team. It's a different team. And again, I'm really happy that Brandon Graham is confident. It's not like, oh, I don't know. Go in there confident. Like, we're going to come back with that Lombardi. So hope that's the case. Let's get into another topic. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is starting to earn his respect around the league. We know what Baldy says about him. Aaron Donald was like, my replacement is here. And Bill Belichick is like, man, that NFC Championship game, even though I didn't think statistically had the best game, but Bill Belichick was like, yo, he was the best player on the field. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, he had a decent game. He drew the double team. And I felt like Mel Williams ate off of that. Mauro Jomo ate off of that. Jordan Davis even got a sack in that game. But I guess the real focal point was Jalen Carter. But for him to get the respect from Bill Belichick now, let you know, like, Jalen Carter, he's there. He's there, what, year 2? Give him year 4, year 5. And the way Vic Fangio is using him, hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with us having the best defensive tackle. I know a lot of teams probably upset that they passed on him, even though I don't think he'll get the same success with other teams. And the reason why is because the Bulldogs being there and the leadership on the Philadelphia Eagles is just keeping him intact and keeping him playing at a high level. So, again, I'm really happy for Jalen Carter, especially what he went through with the draft and stuff like that. The car accident, I hate to bring it up, but all that type of stuff. And now when you look at him, you see a leader, a guy who's growing, a guy who's playing at a high level, and again, earning his respect. All right, last topic, the last one, DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith, I believe is going to be the X factor. I've been saying Dallas Goedert the past 3 games, but I think this Super Bowl is all about Jalen Hurts and DeVonta Smith. AJ is going to do AJ things. I think Dallas Goedert is going to have a pretty decent game, and Saquon is Saquon, right? But the guy who's been, a little quiet, he have a phenomenal catch here and there. Trust me, he will. But I think this is the game he go off. Like, these are some of the numbers he put up against this Spagnolia defense that everybody fears. So DeVonta Smith against Chiefs defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo defense. 7 catches for 122 yards, 7 catches for 100 yards, and 6 catches for 99 yards. I think he's going to continue that trend, and I think he's going to get it back up to 100 yards. I'm telling you, this dude cooks. He cooks for sure because I think their primary focus is going to try to slow down Saquon and try to slow down A.J. Brown. And I think DeVonta Smith is due for a big game. He's due for a big game, like 100+ yards, touchdown type game. And I think he does it in the Super Bowl. When what I can say about DeVonta Smith, when the lights are bright, he shines for sure. When his number is called, he shines. And sometimes we forget that a little bit because, again, A.J. Brown is a top 3 receiver in my personal opinion. I believe he's the best receiver in the league. And then when you get to DeVonta Smith, he's a top 10 receiver. And it's like, dude, he's still a top 10 receiver. So, again, DeVonta Smith, I think he's going to have a huge day. A huge day. And, again, he's going to continue that trend of beating up freaking Steve Spagnuolo defense, man. I think he's going to continue that trend for sure. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news? Again, congratulations, Saquon Barkley. Steve Spagnuolo versus DeVonta Smith. DeVonta Smith is going to go off. Brandon Graham being overly confident in Jalen Carter, man. And again, shout out to Bet US. And this is Eagle Owl, man. I'm out.